I've been playing Pokemon games since Pokemon Red and Blue released in the fall of 1998, but I'm by no means an expert on what it really takes to be a Pokemon master. I consider myself lucky, however, to be marrying someone who can make that very claim. Alex and I have played through both Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, and she's eager to walk you through our experiences with them. Here are 5 things you should know about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Number 1. Removing random encounters totally changes the pacing of the game. If you're familiar at all with Pokemon, you should know its tried and true formula. You encounter random Pokemon in tall grass around the world. Fight them, catch them, train them, and use them to battle trainers you challenge. But Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee changed that up in a big way by doing away with random encounters altogether. Now, wild Pokemon appear in the world, meaning you can pick and choose which Pokemon you want to capture, or avoid them completely. This is a monumental change of how Pokemon games traditionally play, but it also changes the pacing of the story entirely. Since this is a remake of Pokemon Yellow, you'll get to explore Kanto in various towns, caves, and islands all over again. But certain stretches that were once littered with random encounters are now way more manageable. Conversely, there are now stretches that are way more populated with trainers to battle with less of an opportunity to catch wild Pokemon. Whether you enjoy the changes in pacing will ultimately come down to how much you prefer battling Pokemon versus catching them in the wild. I, for one, would like to have seen a little more variety sprinkled throughout the main story. Number 2. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are much more accessible than previous Pokemon games. If you have never played a Pokemon game before, there's no better place to start than Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. The changes in wild encounters mean you no longer have to worry about accidentally feigning a wild Pokemon when you catch. Catching Pokemon is now tied to a simple button press or flick of the wrist. But the quality of life changes don't end there. Your Pokemon box, the storage of every Pokemon you can catch, used to be in the PC of every town's Pokemon Center. It's now in your item bag, meaning you can change out Pokemon in your team no matter where you are, including the Elite Four. Capturing wild Pokemon without having to battle them also means you won't have to retreat to the Pokemon Center to heal your team. Your team also shares experience points, meaning you won't have to level each one up individually, and you receive experience points for capturing wild Pokemon despite not having to use your team for battle. Number 3. If you're used to traditional Pokemon games, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are far too easy. These quality of life changes are great, but if you're accustomed to the grind of traditional Pokemon game, you're bound to be disappointed. Pokemon level up exceptionally fast, meaning even tougher late game battles are a complete breeze. Even if you're learning how Pokemon battles work for the first time, or remembering which types are strong against which, it doesn't take long to figure it out and blow through battles without much of a challenge. As always, there is plenty of endgame content to play through, and among these are Master Trainers. All 150 of these trainers use one Pokemon only and force you to battle them with the same one. These battles can be exceptionally difficult, but they are by no means required to get the full experience. Number 4. Shiny hunting. One of the more lesser known elements to collecting Pokemon is finding shiny versions of them in the wild. These are essentially the same exact Pokemon you'll normally find in the world, only with different coloration and appearance. Collecting shiny Pokemon in the main games has always been a bit of a crapshoot though, with incredibly low odds of encountering one randomly. Since Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee do away with random battles completely, this also changes how encountering shiny Pokemon work. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee encourage you to capture many of the same species of Pokemon. Once you begin a streak of a particular species, you'll start to encounter stronger or rare Pokemon in the world. These rare species could be like Charizard and Articuno, or more powerful versions of the ones you're chaining. Shiny versions are also included in this. This means that hunting shiny versions of your favorite Pokemon is much more manageable and encourages you to do it. Don't expect a guaranteed shiny, however. They're still rare even if you have a long streak. Number 5. Synergy with Pokemon Go makes playing both a blast. The minute you boot up Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you'll realize a lot of the changes made to the core formula came from the success of Pokemon Go and how it handles capturing and training Pokemon. It's only natural then that Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go pair together with one another in fun and interesting ways. You can transfer any of the original 151 Pokemon from Go to Let's Go, meaning it's easier than ever to catch them all. If you really want to show your dedication, you can also buy the optional Pokeball Plus accessory. You can use the Pokeball as a controller to play Pokemon Let's Go, and you can use it as a Pokemon Go Plus accessory, letting you spin stops automatically and catch wild Pokemon in Pokemon Go. The most interesting part about the Pokeball Plus is that it allows you to store one of your Pokemon in Let's Go and earn experience for it while you walk around. You'll be able to spin Pokestops and catch Pokemon in Pokemon Go, only you'll also be receiving experience points from your stored Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go. Combining Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go in interesting ways makes playing each game rewarding and incentivizes you to play both of them. And it also serves as a reminder that Pokemon Go, despite not being as popular as it once was, is still a really fun game. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee may not be exactly what you're expecting or wanting from a Pokemon game, but it serves as a great entry point for newcomers and a great first entry on the Nintendo Switch. What do you think about Pokemon Let's Go? Are you interested in a new direction, or do you prefer a more traditional approach? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your continued support.